sector strategy will not only be important for the global climate, but will also help address issues relating to world economic challenges. I earlier spoke to the European Union's chief negotiator, Arthur Rangametzger, on what countries need to do in order to commit themselves to a second period of Kyoto Protocol. We will be going back then to that the interview that we had with Mr. Metzger. But first, let's look at the issue surrounding temperatures, because the United Nations Weather Office says world temperatures maintained a long-term upward trend and Arctic sea ice shrank to record low volumes this year. According to the report released by the International Meteorological Organization, 2011 was tied for the 10th hottest year since records began back in 1850. Let's talk about this now. We're joined on the line by the Deputy Secretary General of the World Meteorological Organization, Jerry Lengwasa. A very good morning to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me.
Evidence that the climate is, or that the world is hotting up, if there ever was one needed.
Yes, I mean, what we presented over the last few days, and will continue to do so into the future, is a status of the global climate with a clear indication, that indeed our Earth is warming and human contribution is a key component there too.
Let's talk a little bit about 2011. You say that it was tied for the 10th hottest?
Yes, 2011 was tied at the 10th hottest with the global combined sea surface and land temperatures being at 0.41 degrees, which is above the annual average of 14 degrees. What's also important is that as it ranks amongst the 10th highest temperatures, the 13 warmest years on record have all occurred in the 15 years between 1997 and 2011.
How far are we from the 2 degrees that people are fighting off in these climate change talks? Because people are talking about if we ever warm up by the next 2 degrees, then we'll all, fry or something.
Yes, we regrettably, we are not too far from reaching 2 degrees. And the reason we use that is from models that estimated scenarios when you increase greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. The figure that has been put as the ideal one to cap emissions is for about 450 parts per million. Where we are at the present moment with carbon dioxide alone is 389 parts per million. So combine that with other greenhouse gases that are in the atmosphere, like methane, nitrous oxides, and other hydrochlorofluorocarbons, then you literally are looking at the next few decades, not even longer, for us to reach the 2 degrees. So there's a view, in fact, that at the moment the 2-degree target is well beyond our reach. We now should be even raising that to about 3 degrees.
Does this automatically mean that the world is a lot more, or there's a lot more drought now as a result?
Well, as a result of the warming, different things are happening. One is the melting of sea ice and the melting of glaciers results in higher sea levels. The second one is global temperatures start to rise, so we will have warmer days, and we have seen that already in the last decade. And then you have extreme weather events that will become the norm in the future. If you think of it this way, climate, which is long-term, is an aggregation of weather patterns over a period of time. And those weather patterns that we see today as being absolutely extreme may well become the norm from 2020 onwards.
All right. We thank you for your time. Deputy Secretary General of the World Meteorological Organization, Jerry Lengwasa, painting a rather bleak picture.
Well, that brings the time now to 21 minutes past 7. And just a reminder, if you'd like to comment on any of the